Ugh, again? I woke up to sigh at the sight of my bed. Wake up, Hina! It's morning. I found my 13-year-old sister sleeping in my bed.
5 more minutes!
If you want to sleep 5 more minutes, go to your room. We always sleep separately at night, but she always sneaks into my bed. It happens very often, and I'm quite troubled by her degree of brother complex.
But I don't have you in my room!
Ugh, don't try me with your weird logic. I'm changing, so get out!
Then I'll help you change.
Just get out! I push her out of my room. She doesn't have to wake up this early if she's sleeping in her own room.
Morning, Satoru.
Morning. This is my childhood friend, Nagisa. She's the first year at high school, same as me. We go to different schools, but we leave our houses at the same time and we walk in the same direction, so we go to school together.
You're looking rough. What's the matter?
It's the usual.
What? Hina?
She snuck into my bed again. She shouldn't be doing those types of things anymore.
She really likes you, doesn't she?
She even tries to bathe with me. I can't see her ever getting a boyfriend.
Won't you feel lonely if Hina gets a boyfriend?
That's how it should be. I just want her to be a normal girl.
Then why don't you make a girlfriend?
Don't say it as if it's an easy thing. I'm not the attractive type like you, Nagisa. I wouldn't be able to get one even if I wanted to.
Then what about a fake girlfriend? Get someone to pretend to be your girlfriend and show it off to Hina. Maybe that might change something.
I don't have any girlfriends.
Here's one.
You'll pretend to be my girlfriend? But even with critical eyes, Nagisa's a beautiful girl. If I had a girlfriend like her, people would envy me. But for this operation, there was a problem.
Am I not enough as a girlfriend?
That's not what I meant. You're friends with Hina as well. I can't help but think that you couldn't possibly deceive Hina. My childhood friend also meant she was Hina's as well. We used to play all together.
That's up to your acting abilities. I'll do my best as well.
Do you think it'll go well?
Let's do a special training sleepover tonight at yours, Satoru.
That was out of the blue. I mean, my parents are out, so I don't mind, but Hina's home, so it's impossible to stay the night.
Don't worry, leave it to me. I'll go to yours after school then.
I couldn't tell how serious Nagisa was, but she looked excited. Nagisa really came over that evening with her sleepover stuff. Are you seriously gonna stay the night?
Of course. We have to make Hina understand that we're on that level of relationship.
I feel like that's going over the top just for acting.
I don't think you can act well unless you go over the top and forget all the embarrassment.
What do you mean?
Satoru, I want you to hug me.
What? Nagisa opened her arms and was ready to hug me. Even though she was my childhood friend, it was still difficult hugging a girl.
See? You can't do it. You can't deceive Hina like this.
But, are you okay with it?
If it's you, then I'm okay with it.
Okay then. It was a little awkward at first, but I hugged Nagisa. Nagisa was soft and felt really comfortable.
You're hard.
No, I'm not!
You're too nervous. Your body is all stiff. You need to hug me more naturally.
Oh! That's what you,
What did you think it meant?
Don't worry about it. Should I relax, right? Wow! Nagisa suddenly hugged me, and a surprised sound slipped through my mouth.
Don't you think it's rude to be so surprised when your girlfriend hugs you?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
You really have zero immunity towards girls, apart from Hina.
Well, yeah. Hina's the only one who does this kind of thing.
So your sister is okay, but your girlfriend isn't?
That's not what I meant.
Think of me as your real girlfriend. If you're like that, we won't be able to trick her no matter how hard I try.
I'll do it properly. As part of training, I was hugging Nagisa for a while. Oh, Nagisa's soft body. The nice smell from her hair. I try to concentrate and not think about any funny business.
Satoru, do you love me?
What?
You have to respond quickly with a yes, okay? Holding me and not being able to say I love you is a very bad sign. Do you hear me?
That sounds like a different thing.
Think of me as your girlfriend.
Huh? I love you, Nagisa.
I love you too, Satoru.
It got really embarrassing when we put it into words. Even though this was practice, my heart was thumping at its limits.
Satoru, you're blushing really hard. We'll seem like a couple that just started dating. Our backstory of secretly dating for a month won't work at this rate.
That's our backstory? I was so busy working on our acting that we never really talked about how we were going to act it out. But it seems that Nagisa has something already in mind.
And now? I'm home!
We heard Hina's voice from downstairs. Hina's back. What do we do?
Calm down. We're dating. Satoru, can you sit on the bed?
Okay. I wasn't ready at all, but Nagisa was calm. I sat down as she told me to, and she sat in between my legs and leaned on me. Nagisa?
Hold me still.
Okay. I wasn't ready for this, but I hugged Nagisa from behind.
Hey, is someone over?
You're home, Hina.
Hi, Hina.
Hina froze as she entered my room and saw us together.
What are you two doing?
Well, this...
She found out, but we were going to have to talk to you anyways. What do you mean? We're going out. I'm sorry we kept it a secret. Why? Why did you have to choose my brother? You do know he's my brother, right, Nagisa? You were always stuck to Satoru, so I was trying to hide it, but I've always liked Satoru. Besides, we're high school students now, so I thought it would be okay. That's not okay at all! I can't give my brother to anyone, even you, Nagisa! But Satoru was the one that asked me out.
Huh? I panicked when Nagisa suddenly brought me in.
Is that true?
Yeah, I've always liked Nagisa as well.
Aren't you being deceived by Nagisa? Or she knows your weakness or something? That's rude, Hina. We'll respect you, so please can you accept us being together? No way! Don't just stay there! Get off my brother!
Hey, Hina!
Go home, Nagisa! Go home!
Hina pulled Nagisa away from me.
Satoru, Hina seems upset, so I'll go home for now. Explain everything to Hina, will you?
Hina! That was extremely rude to Nagisa!
But why though? I thought you would always be mine!
She had a sorrowful expression, but Nagisa and I came this far. I need to make sure we went on with it. We can't stay together forever, you know. I want to have a girlfriend.
But why is it Nagisa? You didn't show any sort of sign before!
We were thinking about you. We were waiting for you to become, more independent.
I'm staying with you forever! I'm not giving you to anyone!
Well, we can't be like that forever, you know. You need to get married someday.
I don't care if I'm with you! Don't you like me anymore?
I love you, but I love Nagisa too.
Do you really love Nagisa? Isn't she just approaching you?
Why do you doubt us?
'Cause I just can't believe that you like Nagisa! Why so suddenly?
It's not sudden. I've liked her for a long time.
I won't approve! I'm never approving of Nagisa!
Hina got mad and left our room. Maybe making Nagisa pretend to be my girlfriend was impossible. I guess it would sound sudden, especially if it's someone close to you. But this is the situation that I feared. With the Nagisa incident, it's become very awkward and we didn't talk at all over dinner. Huh? Nagisa left her stuff. I guess I'll hand it to her tomorrow. I was busy thinking about stuff and didn't realize Nagisa had forgotten her bag. And suddenly, Nagisa came into my room. What?
Shh. Evening, Satoru.
I almost shouted out of surprise, but Nagisa covered my mouth, shushed me, and whispered to me. Nagisa, I thought you went home.
I went home and came back. I told you I'd stay the night, right?
You were serious? But it's not that kind of timing right now.
She doubts our relationship because you're not confident enough. You need to be able to feel that I'm your girlfriend.
But it's just acting.
It seems you still need more training.
Hey, Nagisa! What are you doing? Nagisa took out her pajamas from her bag and started changing on the spot. I rushed and turned around.
It's okay now, Satoru.
I told you that Hina is still angry, and it's not that kind of situation right now. Nagisa was standing there in her pajamas as I turned around.
What are you talking about? We're going to do some training.
Training?
Change into your pajamas, Satoru.
Now?
Yes, now.
Nagisa tried to take my clothes off. Oh, wait! I can do it by myself! You turn around, okay? So, I changed into my pajamas. So, what are we going to do?
Get into your bed.
Once I was inside, Nagisa came in as well. What are you doing?
I told you I'm staying here tonight. I'm gonna sleep with you.
Well, we have empty rooms.
What's the point in that? We're going to sleep together so that you can feel that I'm your girlfriend.
But still, this is going a little too far for acting.
You need to overdo it to get into the mode.
Just as Nagisa told me, we were laying down together. I told myself repeatedly that Nagisa is my girlfriend. Nagisa went under the duvet, and then she crawled into my pajamas. Nagisa, what are you doing?
Couples do this, right?
I'm not even sure couples do this. I was now closer to Nagisa than ever, and my heart was racing. Just then, there was a knock at my door. I felt like I was doing something wrong and my heart sped. Nagisa, crawl back!
I can't. You do something.
Hina came into my room, and we tried to keep our cool.
Are you sleeping already?
Yeah, I'm, a little tired today. So, what's the matter?
I just wanted to see your face. I had this weird feeling.
Alright, if you want to talk, can we do that tomorrow? I want to rest today. I wanted Hina to leave my room immediately.
Hey, why does it look like someone's in there with you?
What? What are you talking about?
You're sleeping with a woman, aren't you?
Her guess was so precise. I could feel her eyes becoming colder and colder. I could at least say girl. And besides, I'm not sleeping with anyone.
I smell a female.
Isn't it because Nagisa was here earlier?
You're doing something lewd. I know it!
I'm not!
Don't lie to me, you foul thief!
Hina pulled off my duvet.
What are you doing? I didn't think you were actually doing something!
Being caught, Nagisa came out of my pajamas.
You caught us. You caught us? What do you think you're doing? Even I haven't gone this far! I thought you were at home in the first place! I did, and I came back. I promised I'd stay the night. You think I'd allow anything like that? With him? In the same bed? What were you going to do to my brother? We're a couple, so sleeping together is completely normal. Are you really going out? Isn't it just your one-sided thing? You don't believe us? How about now?
Nagisa, kiss me on my lips. What? I couldn't hide my inner panic from this sudden kiss. Nagisa, why did you go so far?
Sorry for taking advantage of the situation.
My thoughts just slipped out. Nagisa was looking serious.
I really like you. You were just busy caring for Hina, so you never noticed my feelings.
I had always given my attention to Hina. While Nagisa was doing things to me, I still have a fragment of Hina inside my head.
I made an excuse of pretending to become your girlfriend, but I actually wanted to become your real girlfriend. I want you to take care of Hina, but I also want you to think about me. I want to know about how you feel.
A sudden confession. But if she was telling the truth the whole day, how can I tell how much she loves and thinks of me? Thanks, Nagisa. I want to share the feeling you have towards me, like the way you love me.
Then...
As we were having a moment, Hina bumped in.
Wait a second. So that means it was a one-sided thing you had towards my brother! I guess that's how it looks. But he did end up accepting me, so what's wrong with that? Everything? My brother is just being pushed by the flow of things. I'm his number one!
Sorry, Hina, but no.
How can I back off like this? I'm sleeping inside your pajamas from now on.
Please don't.
Hina, Satoru is my boyfriend, so don't be so touchy, okay? Don't act like his girlfriend. I don't approve.
This operation was supposed to help Hina grow out of me, but this journey seems like a ridiculously long one. My name is Taku Nijima. I'm currently in my second year of high school, and I have 0 friends. There's nothing special or outstanding about me in particular, but I guess you could say that loners like me are a rare specimen. Oh, it's a school entrance ceremony. Lucky them. I was looking out of the classroom window with envy as I watched the freshmen walking around on school grounds. The only reason that I'm a loner is because I failed to make friends during the first few days of high school. Back when I was still in middle school, I swore to myself to become a popular kid in high school. I made sure to stay in the circle by studying the recent fads thoroughly. Honestly, I thought it would be a piece of cake. However, the day before school started, I got in an accident trying to save a girl who was about to be hit, and I was hospitalized for over a month. By then, everyone had already formed their groups. So, naturally, I got off to a late start, and I was all alone. Things just dragged on from then, and I became a certified loner. An entire year passed like that, and now, I was in my second year as a loner. I guess I'll just have to hope things go better in college. I've had enough time to come to terms with my current situation. I've heard that in college, everyone has a chance to get a girlfriend. I was thinking such things when suddenly, my phone vibrated in my pocket. Huh? I checked my phone. It was a message from my best friend from middle school named Akira.
Hey, Taku. Which class are you in?
What do you mean? I thought it was weird that my best friend who was in a different school wanted to know which class I was in. I was confused and a little scared. I wasn't sure if I should answer honestly or not. Oh, well, 2B. There you go. I figured I'd just thank him with my steel bat if he misunderstood that info.
Whoa! Who's that cute girl?
Holy crap! You're right! Wait! I think she might be a freshman! Suddenly, there was a lot of commotion by the entrance. I got curious and turned to look. She looks familiar. Judging from the color of her ribbon, she was probably a freshman. She had sexy, smooth, and wavy long hair. Her innocent and cute yet beautiful face instantly attracted the attention of the people in the class. She seemed like she was looking for someone. I have a feeling I've seen her before, but I'm probably mistaken. A loner like myself usually assumes that people aren't there to see them. The only times that we get called upon is by the teacher when we're in some sort of trouble. It's sad, but true. I swear I'm gonna do better in college.
Oh, senpai!
The girl seemed to have found who she was there for while I was feeling sorry for myself. I heard cute footsteps closing in on me, and...
Long time no see, senpai!
Huh? For some reason, she stopped in front of me. Who are you? She did seem faintly familiar, but sadly, my memory drive didn't have the name of a cute girl like her saved in it.
You don't remember me?
All I can say is that you look familiar.
It's me, Sarakizaki, Akira's little sister.
Huh? What? You're Akira's sister? My friend has a younger sister. I had met her a few times when I was over to hang out with him back in middle school. Now that she mentions it, she does look like Akira's sister. Okay, so that's why Akira asked me my class number. Well, that was really quick. I just responded seconds ago. And, on top of that, you've changed quite a bit. I don't remember you being so flashy.
Oh, so you don't remember that day, do you?
Huh? What was that?
Nothing. I'm just saying that you've changed too.
Ah, right. You're trying to say that I've become even more handsome, right?
Would you like a soft and comforting response or the painful truth?
Well, you pretty much answered that question by asking it.
Well, your looks aside, you're never the type to be a loner, senpai. What happened?
Well, let's just say that I got off to a bad start.
I see.
I didn't think of it much when I answered her question, but she seemed a little gloomy for a second for some reason. But maybe I was just imagining things. It's not like it was her fault or anything.
That's too bad. Well, I guess this adorable lowerclassman of yours is going to have to give a helping hand.
All right. You can take that hand, slowly unbutton your shirt, and slowly take it off. That would be great. Thanks.
Don't be a creep, senpai.
I just told her honestly what I wanted. That's all.
Oh, I better should get back to class.
Yeah, you should.
All right then, goodbye. See you later, Senpai!
Sarah waved her hands at me as she left the classroom. She was so energetic, and it made me realize how long it had been since I had an uplifting interaction like that. Did she say, "See you later"? Was she planning on coming to hang out again? Nah, probably not. She probably said that because we might run into each other somewhere in school again. By the way, I feel like so many people are staring at me. After Sarah left, I could feel all the eyes on me. It felt so weird. It's not like I did anything. The next day,
Let's eat lunch together, Senpai!
for some reason, Sarah was standing in front of me. What are you doing here?
What do you mean, Senpai? I told you I'd see you later, didn't I?
I guess this is what she meant by that. Why don't you eat with your friends?
Senpai, are you telling me to go back and beg my friends to let me join them after I just refused all of the invitations from them just to come eat lunch with you?
You should have accepted their invitation. What was she doing here instead of eating with them?
Are you trying to say that you don't want to eat lunch with a cute girl?
Of course I want to!
Then it's decided.
Duh! She pretty much smooth-talked me into admitting it. Did she just make me admit to my subconscious desires to spend lunchtime with a girl?
All right then, let's eat.
I had no excuse to refuse left at this point.
Wow, I didn't know that this place existed.
Yep, loners have a special ability to find quiet places like this. Not bad, right?
Wow, what an amazing superpower, Senpai.
Why is it that I sense pity in your eyes?
Anyways, I made my lunch today.
Really? Wow!
Would you like to try some?
Sarah's lunch looked delicious. All I had was a cheap sandwich that I bought on the way to school. Obviously, I wanted to try some of her lunch. Who wouldn't, right? Yeah, looks good.
Okay then, open wide.
Huh? Why is she trying to feed me? But this may be the last time that a girl ever tries to hand feed me. My inexperienced inner voice was telling me that this was a chance that I couldn't pass up. Ah! I pushed my embarrassment to the side and ate the Japanese omelet that she shared with me.
How is it?
Very good.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
She seemed slightly embarrassed when I complimented her.
That was more embarrassing than I thought.
Hey, you're the one that did it.
Well, I wanted to, all right?
I had no idea why she was doing all this for me. How odd. I don't think I've done anything for her to be treated like this. When I returned from lunch, I could feel everyone's eyes on me. She came to see me 2 days in a row, and we were eating lunch together. I could sense the curiosity in the air. And let me just say this. If you're all so curious, why don't you just come over and talk to me for once? After school, it started pouring. It's raining. It was so sunny during lunch, though. Most of the students came prepared with umbrellas. That must mean that this weather was expected. For all of you out there that don't pay attention to the weather forecast, I recommend that you do. I had to learn the hard way. Man, what should I do?
What are you doing here, Senpai?
As I stood there, contemplating my next move, Sarah approached me from behind.
Why weren't you there when I came to find you in your classroom?
I wasn't expecting you, that's why. I was surprised to know that she came by my class, even after school.
What are you doing just standing there, though?
Well, I forgot to bring an umbrella. I'm stuck here for now.
Seems like you didn't check the weather this morning.
Yeah, stupid me. I would have brought one if only I knew. I guess I was stuck at school to wait out the rain.
I have some great news for you, Senpai. Ta-da! I have an umbrella.
Way to rub it in. What happened to the good news she was just bragging to me?
That's not what I meant, Senpai. I was offering to walk you home in my umbrella.
What? I'm pretty sure that she just offered me to share an umbrella with her. Is this a chance for an inexperienced, friendless boy like me to do all those things that lovey-dovey couples do? Not only that, with such a cute girl! 2 super lucky experiences in the same day! Today must be my lucky day! Sounds good. Please, Let me join you, Miss Sarah.
Senpai, your face? Don't get so excited about sharing an umbrella. Yikes!
Oops! I wonder what my face looked like just now. Someone hand me a mirror, please. I can't remember the last time I shared an umbrella with a girl.
Yeah, 'cause it's probably your first time.
Yeah. I guess that's one way of putting it. But are we supposed to be locking arms when we share umbrellas?
Duh.
I looked around. There came students sharing umbrellas, but nobody was locking arms. Well, there were way more students walking alone in the first place. Why am I not convinced? And I thought sharing umbrellas was what couples do. Either that or... Does Sarah have a crush on me? No. Calm down, Taku. Jumping to conclusions like that is just a typical characteristic of an unpopular kid. This is just a kind gesture towards a person who forgot their umbrella. That's all.
What are you mumbling about over there?
Don't worry about it. I was just talking to myself. And the next day.
Senpai, I feel like you owe me for letting you share my umbrella with me.
Okay, but let me address the fact that you're eating lunch with me again today.
Of course I am.
Of course, huh? So, you mentioned that I owe you, and I'm thankful, so I would like to show my appreciation somehow.
I'm free today, you know. So let me come over after school.
My house? I don't mind if she comes over. I don't have any rules that forbid guests, and I have games and other things to kill time. However, my parents don't come home until late, though.
Perfect.
How so?
Hello?
She's really here. My parents weren't there to watch over us. We were completely alone. Not that I had any plans to do anything like that, but I was a little concerned about Sarah's lack of danger avoidance skills. You should be more careful, Sarah, considering how pretty you are.
What? What is it all of a sudden? It's not like I just go and visit any random boy's house.
Well, I guess I just seem harmless. Not sure if I should feel flattered or sad about that.
So, what should we do?
All I have is games. Sorry, I don't have any of those fashion magazines that girls like.
Why would I come all the way over here to read fashion magazines? Let's play games. Something we can play together.
All right then.
Ha! Hey-ya!
Not today!
Huh? Not bad, Senpai, but I don't plan to lose to you.
Young Padawan, you'll need more training to defeat me. Bring it on! No! I don't believe it!
My big brother has the same game, and I've gotten plenty of practice.
How frustrating! I can't believe I lost to this girl!
Feels so good to beat you, Senpai! Oh, look at the time.
Oh, are you going home? I'll walk you.
Nope, I've already told my parents that I'll be eating dinner at your house today.
I was never notified about this.
What were your plans for dinner tonight, Senpai?
I was planning on eating out. Wait, why are you wearing an apron?
Do I really have to explain? This cute lower-classman of yours is going to prepare dinner for you, Senpai.
What? Why is Sarah doing all this for me? Maybe it's normal for a girl to make dinner for a guy friend that she's close with. But it's not like we go back that far. And she came all alone. And now she's about to make dinner? Something's off here. It's almost as if we're a couple living together.
Dinner's ready, Senpai!
Yum!
Oh, really? I'm glad you like it.
It tasted delicious. I couldn't stop eating. But something just didn't sit right. The entire situation just felt so odd. Are we really just friends?
There's more if you want, Senpai.
Yes, please.
We're kind of like a married couple, don't you think?
She mentioned that right when I was thinking about it, and I almost choked on my food. About a month passed after that.
Let's go eat lunch on the roof again, Senpai.
We would eat lunch every day when we had school.
Let's walk home together, Senpai. Can I come over again, Senpai? I'll prepare dinner for you again if you let me.
We walked home together pretty much every day, and we would hang out at my house and eat dinner together often. Something's going on here. I mean, every day? That's gotta mean something, right? Yeah, we may not be dating, but there's gotta be chemistry here, right? Not like I've had any female friends, but still. Even if we're good friends, every day sounds a little extreme. It has to be closer to something approximating a romantic relationship. But we aren't a couple yet, which brings me to the most natural conclusion. Sarah must have a crush on me, but I want to confirm. I know. I'm gonna try to hug her from behind once. If she doesn't resist and enjoys it, that means I was right. Not a bad idea if I do say so myself. I got up and walked towards Sarah, who was cooking me dinner in the kitchen. Hey, Sarah.
What is it, Senpai? I'm almost done, so...
Excuse me real quick. I gently held her from behind. She had a sweet smell. I could feel her soft and delicate body and her long and silky black hair. No. This is no time to be enjoying her physical features. Like I said, this is just for confirmation. I'll apologize for it later. So, what's it gonna be? Huh? I peeked over her shoulder to take a look at her face and noticed that tears were rolling down Sarah's cheeks. What the? It was the last thing I expected. All I could do was freeze in place.
Senpai... I'm sorry!
Hey, wait! No, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I didn't mean to make you cry! I told her honestly why I decided to hug her.
What were you thinking, Senpai?
I know. I'm a fool. Sarah stopped crying after hearing me out. I rubbed my forehead to the floor to sincerely apologize to her.
Fine. I understand. It does seem like this was partially my fault.
No, not at all. I'm so sorry. I didn't think that you'd hate it so much that you would cry. I truly felt bad.
It's not that I hated it.
Huh?
I don't! I do like you, Senpai.
Huh? But you cried because you didn't like it, right?
No, it was just so sudden. I was just a little scared. I've never been in a situation like that with another boy.
That was unexpected. I mean, she was so cute that all the boys were always looking at her after all. I would have expected her to have had some experience at least. But that aside... Wait! You really like me?
Why do you sound so surprised? You hugged me because that's what you thought, right? What kind of girl comes over to a boy's house every day that she doesn't even like and hangs out and makes dinner for him? And why do you think I chased after you and entered this high school?
Okay, but there's nothing so likable about me. I mean, look at me. I'm just a loner who has no friends.
It's true that you're just a boring and pathetic loner.
I wasn't expecting you to defend me or anything, but I just want to put it out there that those blatant words were quite hurtful.
But you've always been such a nice person, Senpai. You even saved me from getting in an accident.
Huh? Oh! So that's why you've always looked familiar! You're that girl from the accident! When I first met her at school, I thought I remembered her because she was Akira's sister. But now that I think about it, she's that girl that I saved right before I entered high school.
Well, I've told you so much now. Might as well tell you exactly how I feel. I like you, Senpai. Will you be my boyfriend?
Wow! I'm so flattered to be asked out by such a cute girl. And plus, it was so much fun spending time with her. I wouldn't have spent so much time with her otherwise. It made me want to spend the rest of my life with her. I love you too, Sarah.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, we're allowed to hug now, right?
Yeah, you're not catching me off guard now.
My heart was melting. This must be what it feels like to be in love. There were some misunderstandings and lines that were crossed. But in the end, we were able to share our true feelings. I never would have expected things to turn out this way. The spring of my sophomore year, my best friend's sister came into my class, and...
I love you, Senpai.
we became a couple.
Be nice to each other.
We'll get lots of souvenirs.
My father and his new wife, Misae, went on their honeymoon. And so I was left with my stepsister.
Yamato, just because our parents are away, it doesn't mean that we can bond, okay?
Things are pretty awkward here. Why did you leave us two at home, Dad? I despised my father for leaving me in a situation like this for 3 weeks, even though we only became family very recently and haven't even got to know each other that well. Also, isn't 3 weeks a little too long for a honeymoon? Where are you going?
I'm going out.
At this hour? Dinner's going to be ready in a bit.
I'll do what I want. I'll have dinner later.
She said that and left the house. Going out at night. I don't think she would listen to her new stepbrother. She doesn't seem to like me, and she isn't a child, so maybe I should just leave her alone. But I just couldn't leave her alone. I decided to go after her and see what she was up to. This is a stereotypical place to come to at night. I came after her, and she went into a game center alone. It didn't look like she was with someone, but maybe she was meeting someone inside. She's still alone. Did she really come here by herself just to play games? Hinata was playing a music game like a pro. She must have spent a lot of time practicing it by the looks of it, but she was still alone. There seems to be no one around her who appeared to be her friend. She was just concentrating on the game. But it should be alright if she's not hanging out with the wrong people.
Hey girl, is it fun playing games all by yourself?
Huh?
Let's play games together. We can hang out at my place afterwards, yeah?
Wow, I didn't know stereotypical guys like them still existed. She won't go with them, will she?
I'm fine. I like being alone.
Aw, come on!
Ugh,
We know how to have fun, you know. So come with us.
can you not?
Sorry, but I'm with her.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
Yamato.
Yamato? Shit, that person is...
What's the matter? Acting all scared?
Are you stupid? Don't you know? We shouldn't get involved with this guy. This is the Yamato! Oh, these people are...
Are you serious? He doesn't look like the kind of guy that would...
How many do you think thought the same and got beaten up? We shouldn't do anything to him! The two guys were whispering in front of me and Hinata. Maybe they didn't realize that we could hear every word they said.
Sorry about that.
So, you're going to step back?
Yes, well, we'll be going now. If you could let go of my arm.
Oh yeah. Don't hit on her again, okay?
Oh, of course. We'll be going now.
Thank God they left without making a mess.
Hmm.
What's the matter? Oh, are you mad that I interrupted them?
No, they were annoying, so I'm grateful for that, but those guys saw your face and ran away. You look like a normal person, but are you a really bad person?
Oh, well, don't worry. I'm a normal person.
That one moment you took to think? Suspicious.
No, really. I mean, do I look like a bad guy?
Well, yeah, you look weak, but the reaction of those guys.
Come on, let's not worry too much about that.
Huh. Okay then, but why are you here, Yamato?
Oh,
Did you follow me?
well, yeah, I did.
That's very suspicious. I may need to report this to your father.
Please don't. I'll be kicked out.
Then leave me alone. I told you, we don't need to bond.
Well, yeah, but it's dangerous to be walking around at night. And you are cute, so I was worried that there might be people like those guys trying to hit on you.
What do you mean, Colt? Are you flirting with your stepsister? What kind of guy are you?
Oh, she's quite innocent. I thought she would be used to being called cute. I'm not flirting, but you're cute when you blush, too.
Are you doing this on purpose? You're doing it on purpose, aren't you?
I teased her a little bit, and she reacted very well. I thought she was a difficult girl to talk to, but I guess I was wrong. It's true that she is cute, though. Don't get so angry.
That mature attitude is annoying.
Putting that aside, do you like playing music games?
Not really. It's not that I don't like it.
Really?
Yes, I just do it to kill time.
It looks fun.
Have you ever done it before?
Yeah, I don't think I've played music games before.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Do you want to have a battle, Yamato?
Battle?
Yeah, the person to get a higher score gets to make the loser do a favor.
Isn't that a little unfair?
You won't back out, will you? You're my brother, and you are 2 years older than me.
Wow, you are obviously provoking me, but I guess this is only a game.
You underestimate music games. This is very difficult. Plus, we are doing it with the highest difficulty level.
She's a lot more childlike than I thought. She's trying to go hard on a beginner. I will read the instructions if you don't mind.
Huh? Are you taking your glasses off as a handicap? Or is it a sign that you are serious now? Somebody thinks they are a character from an anime.
You are good at provoking people, Hinata. Just you wait and see.
Oh my, do you think you are showing off? I'll beat you and make sure that you won't interfere with me. I lost. You've got to be joking! How could he get a perfect score with the super fast sliding notes? Even I made 2 mistakes, and I've been practicing so hard. Is he really a beginner?
Yeah, it's always difficult the first time.
What? You lied to me, didn't you?
Huh?
It's impossible to get all of the super fast sliding notes correct. And you got the high score, which means your timing was also perfect. You just changed the ranking.
It really was my first time trying this. I was only tapping to the notes that came.
That's impossible. No human could have done that. No one could get a perfect on this without memorizing the notes.
She's getting very competitive because she lost in a game she likes. She's a lot more childish than she usually behaves. I don't mind you thinking I played this before, but I won, right?
That's cheating. If I had known that you have played it before, I would have done it more seriously.
Huh? She was dead serious, though. Then what are we going to do?
I want a rematch on that game.
Not the same one?
I'm done with this.
I bet she thought that she wouldn't be able to win with this game, so she wants to do a different one. That's kind of cute.
I can win with that game. Why? Because I am the #1 ranker on that game.
We both moved to where the other game was and played the game.
I lost again!
I won.
How? You just got a new high score. I tried so hard to get to the top.
I'm sorry.
What is that look? Don't pity me. I won't accept this.
Okay.
I told you your mature attitude is annoying as hell. Okay then, you won. I'll do anything for you.
I thought you didn't accept it.
I don't admit that you are better at gaming than me. I want another rematch tomorrow.
You really don't like losing, do you?
You better not run away. I mean, you are a brother.
She was being quite cocky at the beginning, but now she was being super competitive. She apparently really didn't want to lose against me. Okay, let's go home for today. That's the favor.
But I wanted to play more.
We'll come again tomorrow, so she does like music games then. Misai told me that she was being rebellious, so I thought she was hanging out with bad friends. But I guess there isn't much to worry about if she just comes here to play games. I would be happy if she wouldn't go out at night, though. We went home and had dinner together.
I don't understand.
Hinata seems dissatisfied. Are you still angry about the game?
No.
Then what is it?
Why are you all so good at cooking? I've been thinking since you have been helping Mom, but you are a better cook than even my mom. Even though you look like you can't do any chores.
Would you say it in a different way? That really hurts me and Misai. I've just been helping my dad with the chores since junior high because it would be too much for him.
Since junior high, which means my mom is way more experienced than you. And yet you make far better food than her.
Whatever you do, don't say that in front of Misai. I'm the one that's getting the blame if your mom cries about that.
That's why I'm saying it now. You can cook. You're good at games. You look like you are clever.
Well, I'm not that clever, actually. I am good at sports, though.
This person, your inside and outside are so different.
I don't know why, but Hinata seemed tired. But I think we were able to break the ice in the last several hours. She only showed an unfriendly face until yesterday. But now she shows me many expressions, and I think she is adorable. Nothing really happened after we ate dinner, and she took me to the game center the next day again. She tells me that when you go before it gets dark, it's crowded, and you have to queue up to play games. But if you go at night, it's not that crowded, and you don't have to wait to play. That's why she was taking advantage of the fact that our parents are away and going to the game center at night. Her ability to sense danger is probably not working. And so we played games, but
Why can't I win?
I won all of them.
Something's wrong. Something is definitely wrong. There is definitely something wrong with your score.
I guess you could say that if you just look at the scores. My eyes are so tired.
Really? We haven't even played that many games. I think it's because you take your glasses off every time to show off. It's not a handicap at all, so you should keep it on.
Well, these glasses are a little different from your ordinary glasses. Hey, it's Yamato! Oh yeah, hi Yamato! You guys are... You saved us the other day!
Saved you?
Yeah, these guys were picking on us and Yamato helped us out. Wait, Kannagi? Why are you here, Kannagi? Why are you with Yamato? Kannagi is Hinata's mother's surname. It seems like they knew each other.
Who are you?
I take that back. It seems like her kohai knew her, but she didn't know them. Hinata is an attractive girl, so I guess she's popular in places that I'm not aware of. Wow, Yamato! You are one heck of a dude dating her! I mean, there are rumors saying that although she's cute, if you touch her, you may no longer have a school life! There's no questioning about the name Evil Hunter Yamato! I have loads of questions, but I don't know where to start. I'll say it just in case, but we aren't dating or anything. And I told you not to mention that name. It sucks. Oh, why not? It's so cool! And wait, so you're not boyfriend-girlfriend then?
Obviously. What do you mean by evil hunter?
Don't you know? Yamato helps anyone who's been picked on and beats up the bad guys who did it! That's why these people call him Evil Hunter and are afraid of him! So it was those types of people calling me by that name. I'm quite sick of it. It's so cool though! Please stop calling me that, okay? And I wouldn't recommend walking around at this hour. You might get picked on by bad guys again. I guess it's not convincing since I'm out as well. We're on our way back from cram school, you see. I see. Unlike us, it is a proper reason to be out. Well, we'll get going now. Okay, take care. Yeah, I'll see you soon. And why do you look moody?
You thought that I was stupid compared to them, didn't you?
What? No, I didn't. Why?
We were playing games while they were studying, so...
Oh, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing.
What?
Studying hard is a good thing, but it's not something you have to do. What's important is to find what you want to do and make an effort to achieve it.
But I still don't know what I want to do.
You're still in your first year, so there's no need to rush. It's better to take your time to find what you want to do rather than rushing and deciding.
Right.
Yep, that's right.
Do you have something you want to do?
Me? Well, it's a secret.
Why not? Fine. I'll win a game against you, and then you can tell me.
Because of this conversation, we started the thing again where every night we would play a game, and the person who lost had to do something that the winner tells them to do. Of course, we couldn't afford playing at the game center forever, so we switched to games at home and...
I lost again!
I was winning all the time, but that couldn't be helped. She gets extremely mad when I don't do my best.
And what kind of lewd favor are you going to ask me to do today?
Can you not make it sound like I've been making you do those kinds of things? The things I told her to do were mainly helping with the chores. I have never asked any lewd favors. I didn't have to ask because I already have difficulty finding where to look with the way she dresses at home. What's the matter?
Do you like it when girls get a little touchy?
What?
If you asked me to, I will. I can't disobey orders, so...
In contrast to her words, she seemed to be expecting something. I understood that she was implying that I should ask for it, so I decided to obey and ask her to get a little touchy. Then...
You want me to use you as a lap pillow? If you say so.
I can stroke your head, right?
Just today.
She seemed to be in a good mood. After 2 hours of it? Oh no. My consciousness. Because I had used my eyes too much, I was about to pass out. I thought the lap pillow would end fairly quickly, but Hinata seems to like it, and there was no sign that she was going to move. I wanted to enjoy myself, but because I used my eyes too much, I was having difficulty keeping myself awake, and...
Huh? Yamato, why have you stopped? Are you asleep? Really? I don't think people usually sleep in a situation like this. I was shocked because even though I was on his lap, he was sleeping like it didn't matter. Oh, it's dangerous to sleep with your glasses on, you know? What the hell? The lenses are white and you can hardly see. I've heard before that there are people who see too well. The amount of information strains their brain and eyes, so they wear glasses that reduce information. I see. That's why he took his glasses off every time we played a game. His eyes are incredibly good, so it might have been true that he got new records on his first try for the games we played. Well, actually, he isn't the sort of guy that would lie about it. I've spent enough time with him to figure that out, so he was telling the truth. I didn't believe him at all, but he didn't make a negative face even once. So, he was playing games with me every day, even though it was tough on his eyes. Oh no, what should I do? My heart is pounding really fast, and it won't stop. It can't be helped. My mom was busy since I was small, and I became a rebellious girl because no one would pay attention to me. But Yamato was kind to me even when I was mean, and he always gives me attention and plays with me. I became aware of my feelings towards him and took a deep breath to make up my mind. And, Yamato, I love you, Yamato. Would you go out with me? I whispered into his ears, knowing that he wouldn't be able to hear me.
If that's the case, why don't you date me?
What does she mean if that's the case?
It's not such a bad idea though, right? This is what they call a win-win situation.
Is it just me being an introvert that I cannot understand what this beautiful girl says? While talking to the queen bee, I was thinking about the other cute girl. Hi, I'm Ryo Tamachi. I just started my last year in high school. When I saw the name list of my class, I saw the names that belong to the two most beautiful girls in school. Oh! I'm in the same class as Meguru Hibura, an amateur model. Oh, and I'm with Meijiro again. Miyako Meijiro and I have known each other since elementary school. We've been in the same class for roughly 10 years. Only once were we in a different class. But that doesn't mean we're good friends. There surely was a hierarchy between us.
Once again, I'm in the same class with a gloomy person like you. Ugh, good grief.
Who says good grief nowadays? I mean, you don't have to talk to me if you don't like me.
I came to talk to you because I know you don't have any friends.
I know, I'm all alone. But I like to live a peaceful life.
You say such boring things. Don't you want to do some youthful stuff? Maybe get a girlfriend or something?
I'm just not trying to rush anything, I guess.
But don't you think it's a waste if your school life ends just like that? If you really wanted to,
When Meijiro was about to say something, the classroom started to get noisy.
Good morning, everyone!
Good morning! Man, I just had a conversation with Hibiya-san.
I'm so lucky to be in this class! No wonder. The boys were shedding a tear of gratitude. The person who is smiling to them is a school queen bee, Megu Hibiya. She works as an amateur model for a famous fashion magazine. Many agents from production companies used to come to our school. But Hibiya-san declined all of those offers.
I want to be able to work on my own terms.
Her firm attitude made the agents gaze in wonder, or so they say.
Oh!
Huh? Is she coming over here?
Miyako Meijiro-san, it's the first time we're in the same class. Nice to meet you.
I get it now. She came to talk with Meijiro. She would never have any reason to talk to me.
Oh, nice to meet you too. You know, I've been buying all the magazines that you're on the front of. I'm so happy to be in the same class with you. Such a cute girl is reading them. I'm flattered.
Two beautiful girls having a conversation right in front of me. I guess is what you call eye-pleasing.
Did you hear that? Hibiya-san called me cute.
Yeah, I heard that. And I know that, even if she hadn't mentioned it. Because she always makes fun of me, I tend to forget. But she also has good looks. If she wanted to, she probably could become a model too.
Come on, why did you answer so half-heartedly? Don't be jealous just because you look so boring. I have an idea.
After class that day, for some reason, Hibiya-san wanted to talk with me.
Tamachi-kun, isn't Mijiro-san a little bit harsh on you?
Well, what she says is kinda true, though.
Don't you ever get upset?
Upset? I never felt that way. I don't hate talking to Meijiro. She's actually pretty fun to talk to. Somehow, Hibiya-san chuckled. By the way, that was so cute.
Tamachi-kun, aren't you brainwashed?
Me? By Meijiro?
Yes, she kept treating you that way for a long time. You started to believe what she says.
No way. But if that were the case, that's messed up.
If that's the case, why don't you date me?
Huh? What does she mean, if that's the case?
It's not such a bad idea, though, right? This is what they call a win-win situation.
I can't really get where you're coming from.
Oh, I guess I should talk about our long rivalry between me and Mijiro-san. The battle began in our first year.
I hope this isn't going to be long. The most important event in the school festival is a beauty contest. Hibiya-san was nominated, obviously. However, Meijiro-san won the contest because Hibiya-san couldn't come to the festival due to her job as a model. And for last year's festival, both Hibiya-san and the reigning champion Meijiro were nominated. The whole school was excited to find out the results, which we never got to know of. The school's festival was canceled due to a typhoon.
But some of the students still had an unofficial popularity vote. The results showed that Mijiro-san was the winner. I have never forgotten the frustration ever since.
Is that so? So, I missed the part about why I should be dating you.
I can win against Mijiro-san by becoming your girlfriend. Aha! You haven't realized. Anyway, if you went out with me, I could seek my revenge. And you'll also be able to surprise her for once. How's that? Win-win, right?
Make her surprised, huh? Okay. So, what's going to happen? I can imagine her being so surprised that her eyes will be popping out. Oh, I'm actually interested in that.
It's decided then! We're dating each other now. Of course, this is just temporary, and you just have to play along.
Okay. As long as you're fine with me being your boyfriend, even if it's just pretending.
Yes, this is going to be fun!
I never knew Hibiya-san was this kind of person. The next morning, as soon as I entered the classroom, every single classmate looked over at me. What? It's scary that it's so quiet. What on earth happened?
Your name's Tamachi, right?
Yeah?
So you're the Tamachi who became Hibiya-san's boyfriend.
What? How do you know about that?
No way! Such a gloomy guy stole our Hibiya-san!
Yama! Hold it together! I'm worried about the guy who just passed out, but can't give him any more pages. As I looked around the classroom, I found Hibiya-san smiling elegantly and looking at me.
Sorry, I told everyone.
But why? Why did you have to tell everyone? You just wanted to surprise Meijiro, right?
This way, she'll be even more surprised. Just look at her.
Huh? I looked over to where Hibiya-san was looking and found Meijiro-san trembling.
Really?
Why is her reaction so serious? I don't feel like saying I got you. More like, sorry for lying. Actually...
It's still our second day in this relationship, but we're all lovey-dovey.
Hibiya-san?
What?
Meijiro is acting like a broken robot.
You call him gloomy and boring, but for me, he's a prince.
And what on earth is she saying?
I don't care about how long you two have known each other. 2 days of being boyfriend and girlfriend is way more important than that. No more making fun of my boyfriend from now on, okay?
Say something that's not... Whoa! I've got a lot to say to these two beautiful girls, but there's too much to take in. My brain can't handle it. In no time, classes were over.
Tamachi-kun, let's go home together.
It's already 4 o'clock. When did I eat my lunch?
You're acting strange. Don't you remember? I was sitting on your lap while we shared both of our lunches.
What? They took a picture of us and put it on the front page of her school newspaper. I had Hibiya-san sitting on my lap. She was feeding me a sausage cut into the shade of an octopus. Meijiro-san was sitting behind us. It appeared as if her soul had gotten away, with food falling out of her mouth.
Now we're off to the photo booth in the arcade.
Right now?
We promised to get one of those kissing photos, right?
She has to be lying. Don't you think we've done enough of this? Meijiro was certainly surprised a lot.
Not at all. I'm not satisfied yet. We're going on an after-school date.
Oh, this smells so good. Is this perfume or her shampoo? It's not important. Are my classmates staring at me from behind? This turned out to be a bigger deal than I thought. From then on, I've been dating Hibiya-san.
Morning, darling.
Morning! We met up at our closest station in the morning. We eat lunch together. And when Hibiya-san doesn't have any work, we hang out together after school.
I'm jealous.
He must have saved at least 1 million lives in his previous life. That's a little too much, isn't it? As for Meijiro, she hasn't been coming over to chat with me. I'm honestly a little sad that she doesn't. Before I even knew it, I probably have. My eyes were following her without even noticing. Even if it wasn't the best sort of friendship, I really liked it when she used to come to talk to me.
Tamachi-kun, say ah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's about time. Hey, Tamachi-kun, let's go and get that kissing photo today.
You're still talking about that? Of course not.
Why not? We're a couple, right?
Isn't she being a little more persuasive than usual?
Come on, let's go.
She was holding onto my arms tight. I'm not used to women, so I didn't know how I should make her let go.
I'm going to get your first kiss.
Huh? I thought she was just joking, but 20 minutes later, we were already in the arcade booth. All of the high school girls that were there were surprised to see a popular model.
Oh, they've always got a new type in the backyard. Let's use that one.
The whole photo booth was making a racket when Hibiya-san opened the no authorized person's door, all while clinging on to me.
400 yen. There we go. Don't you think we should go with the natural option?
I don't know. This is my first time coming here.
This is a kissing photo, so I'll get the course that they zoom in a lot.
Are we really gonna do that?
Tamachi-kun, do you really not want to kiss me so badly?
Once I started to think about it, I couldn't stop looking at her lips. So jiggly and glossy. So many people would want to kiss her. But the person I really want to kiss is... sorry!
No!
Oh! I suddenly got tackled by something and hit my back against the wall of the photo booth. I looked up and saw Bia-san being confronted by Meijiro. What? What is this situation?
This place is only for authorized personnel. Should I call the guard? I am authorized when it comes to Tamachi. You two have just known each other for a long time. No! I have a crush on him! I've come here as your love rival.
Huh? It's a beautiful scene, watching two cuties throw off sparkles. However, not when I'm the cause of it. Why don't we all calm down?
Oh, my crush was about to get kissed! How am I supposed to stay calm?
Why is she scolding me? Bia-san?
I guess that's enough for my revenge. Revenge? Yes, I always wanted to win against you, so I stole your loved one.
What? So, that was the whole point?
That's just so twisted. I know, I can't deny that. Tamachi-kun, sorry for dragging you into this, all because of my selfishness. From now on, I'm going all in!
All in?
I don't care about Majiro-san anymore. I just want to date you for real. I'm not pretending anymore. I'm going to be your real girlfriend. Why are you deciding this all by yourself? Why are you mad at me, Hibiya-san? This happened all because of the way you were treating him. A lot of problems occur when we're in the same classroom for 10 years.
They're talking about me, but I can't get a single word in. While I was standing there, my first ever photo booth picture had just been printed out. I looked so dumb, while two girls are facing each other. If this were a manga, I would be drawn in a triangle composition. Now, what's going to happen next?
You smell so sweaty as usual, Kitayama. Do you even shower?
Yes, I do, but not every day. Really? I never would have guessed. You smell like sweat every day. You look like trash. You should care more about how you look if you're a girl. I can explain.
Not only do you not shower, but you also don't wash your clothes, do you? I can see stains on your uniform. You're filthy and plain. Basically, there's nothing good about you.
I'd hate to be you. Don't worry. You couldn't be like her even if you tried.
Jeez, they're going all out on her as usual. I'm Yota Oga, a freshman in high school. Everyone always makes fun of Shina Kitayama. It's because of her messy hair, sweaty smell, and her plain looks. But there was an incident that made it even worse for her. Kitayama Shina sounds like Kitanara Sina! Everyone laughed at his remark. Her name sounded like the word filthy in Japanese. Because of this remark, Kitayama-san was treated as the filthy girl even if she just showered the day before. Kitayama-san has a part-time job of delivering newspapers in the morning, so she can't help being a bit sweaty. I don't have negative feelings for her like other classmates. It's because I know how kind she is. Oh no, my button came off! When I took off my jacket, I pulled too hard, and one of the buttons came off.
Do you want me to sew it on?
What? It was the first time Kitayama-san spoke to me. She did smell a bit sweaty, but it wasn't as bad as others were saying. Can I take you up on your offer? I handed her my jacket. Kitayama-san took out a worn-out sewing kit from her bag and sewed my button back on skillfully. That sewing kit.
I know, it's so worn out that it's embarrassing.
I didn't mean it like that. You take great care of your belongings, don't you?
It's just that I can't afford to get a new one. I don't have a father, and we don't have much money.
Really? It must be tough. Kitayama-san told me that she had a part-time job delivering newspapers in the morning, and that she was cutting back on living expenses by not taking showers or doing laundry every day. After talking with her, I realized that she was just a normal girl. Hey, let's play a game! The person who loses has to smell what's inside this bag! I heard someone say that after Kitayama-san went home. He had a bag with PE clothes in them. We had PE today, and Kitayama-san's name was on the bag. For real? How can you touch that? This is gonna suck for whoever loses. I can't believe they're using her PE clothes like that. I felt so upset, so I went up to the group of classmates that I usually didn't talk to. Hey, hand those over. I'll deliver them to Kitayama-san's house. Get out of here! You want to go to her house? I can't believe anyone would volunteer to do that. But actually, that sounds even more interesting.
Then will you give that to me?
Sure, but you can't tell anybody that I took it. And you better go into her house when you give it back to her. I'm sure the inside of her house is even worse than she is.
Okay, I'll do that. I went to the teacher's office and asked for Kitayama-san's address. I found out that her house wasn't that far from mine. I rang the doorbell, but no one answered. I rang it again and waited. Kitayama-san should be home by now. I tried turning the door and it wasn't locked. I entered and tried to call her, but right then, Kitayama-san appeared wearing only her camisole and we locked eyes. Huh? Kitayama-san screamed as she bent over and covered herself up. I got freaked out by her scream and ran out of the door. I didn't expect her to have just gotten out of the shower. It was shocking, and it wasn't because she was in her underwear. Kitayama-san looked so different from her usual self, and she was so beautiful. After waiting for a few minutes, I rang the doorbell again. Kitayama-san answered wearing a t-shirt.
Oga-kun, why are you here?
Her voice sounded a little irritated. Well, I came here to give you this. I handed her the gym bag.
You came all the way for this? It seems like I left it at school on accident. Thank you so much.
I didn't have an obligation to keep my promise, but I didn't tell her the truth because she thought she forgot it. It would just make her feel bad if I told her that it was for some stupid prank. Okay then, see ya.
Wait a sec. I want to ask you something. So will you come inside?
I wanted to leave right away, but I felt the pressure from her to stay, and I couldn't say no. I was sitting straight in her room. I wasn't told to do so, but I did it myself.
Oga-kun, you saw, right?
Saw what?
Me in my underwear.
She was mad at me. I decided not to make any excuses and to just apologize honestly. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I was apologizing on my knees when I heard her sniffling. Kitayama-san? When I looked up, she was crying.
I've never been seen like that before by another guy. Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I didn't think that I hurt you that bad. I'll do anything that I can, so please forgive me. I'm really sorry.
Anything?
She looked at me as if she didn't believe me. Yes, I'll do anything. Maybe I was being too careless, but I just thought that I had to do something to make up for hurting her that bad. She must have understood my sincerity because she stopped crying.
Then, will you be my friend?
Is that all?
I don't have any friends because of my unique circumstance. But just knowing that I have a friend would give me peace of mind.
I would love to be your friend. I wanted to get to know you too.
I'm glad to hear that.
Kitayama-san is made fun of every day at school. She didn't show her emotions, so it was hard to tell. But it must have been very tough on her. I have a suggestion. But do you want to do something about the way you look and dress a bit more...
Why?
You're really pretty. So if you care a bit more about how you look, I think you can prove them wrong.
I'm such a mess. It would take much more than just a bit of trying.
That's not true. You look pretty now. I mean, you're so attractive that secretly, I actually don't want everyone to find out how pretty you are.
You don't have to say nice things just because we're friends now, Oga-kun.
I'm telling you the truth. I tried to convince her, but Kitayama-san was being hard on herself and didn't believe me. She told me that she couldn't take showers more frequently because she needed to save money. And she didn't have the time to care about her looks. It started getting hot even in the morning. Kitayama-san just took a shower yesterday but smelled sweatier than usual. She must have rode her bike because her hair was all messy. Classmates were making fun of her again, as usual. They just don't know how pretty Kitayama-san is when she cleans up. Kitayama-san is sweaty because she's trying hard to help her family. She should be proud of herself. But everyone is making fun of her like that. I wanted to cover for her, but I needed some proof. I didn't have the courage to intervene without that. Is there anything I can do? I wanted to help her. Then I got an idea. I went over to her home once again that evening.
Huh? Oga-kun, what are you doing here at this time of the day?
Have you eaten already?
Not yet.
Good. Then here, eat this. I gave her the stir-fried vegetable meal that I bought.
What is this? I can't accept something like this.
She seemed confused. My family owns a restaurant. We have leftovers, so I would like you to have them.
If it's from your restaurant, I can't accept this even more. If I accept this, I need to pay you.
I made this myself. I'm not good enough yet to serve my dishes to customers. My parents tell me that when I'm good enough to stand on my own, they'll let me cook for our customers. But I haven't reached that level yet, so I wanted you to eat this. It'll help me get practice too.
But the extra effort to deliver this to me.
I live fairly close to here. Do you know Oga Diner?
Yes, I've been there a while back. That's your place?
Yep. So please, accept this.
But why would you do all this for me?
If you could cut back on dinner costs, I thought you would be able to use that to shower and wash your clothes instead. I just think you should take more care about how you look. Then other people will be nicer to you.
You care about me? Is that why you do this for me?
That's partly true, but it's not free.
What?
I told you that cooking your dinner gives me a chance to practice. I want you to give me feedback, and I would be happy if one day you become a regular at our restaurant. I'm thinking of it as an investment to acquire a new potential customer. Of course, it was just a joke, but she smiled for me.
In that case, I'll give you a strict evaluation. I'll help you earn your parents' approval.
You don't have to hold it back. Harsh evaluations can give me a chance to get better, but Kitayama-san never criticized my food and seemed like she enjoyed it very much. Compared to what my parents serve at the restaurant, one probably could notice the difference. But I wasn't a terrible cook either. I cooked dinner for her every day, and she started taking showers every day too. She cared more about the way she looked and dressed. Other classmates didn't make fun of her that much anymore. A week later,
Oh, a ginger pork meal today.
Kitayama-san welcomed me at the door. She had just showered and looked very pretty. She still had to work her morning part-time job, so she hasn't showed her best self at school yet. It was something that only I knew about.
Thank you, Oga-kun. Thanks to your meals, people haven't harassed me at school as much.
You're pretty, so you had no reason to be made fun of like that in the first place.
Thank you for always giving me compliments.
I'm just telling you the truth, you know? But if everyone realized how pretty she was, she would be popular, and we might not be close anymore. I didn't know if I should be happy about that or not.
Is something troubling you, Oga-kun?
What?
You looked so serious.
No, it's nothing. I wanted to get back at our classmates first, but I was starting to hope that I could just keep her to myself. It would be better for her to get along with her classmates, though.
Oga-kun.
Kitayama-san gently hugged me. Kitayama-san? When she hugged me suddenly, I felt my heart skip a beat, but the words that came out of her mouth weren't what I had expected.
If you want to put an end to our relationship, you can tell me any time. I've relied on you too much. I would rather go back to being just one of your classmates if I'm being too much of a burden to you.
What are you saying?
Weren't you looking for a way to end this relationship?
No way. Why are you always so hard on yourself? You have to have more confidence in yourself.
Then why do you seem so troubled?
Kitayama-san had become pessimistic after the years of bullying by her classmates that she endured. I made up my mind to tell her honestly how I felt about her. I like you, Kitayama-san. I like you so much that I don't want to share you with others. At this rate, you'll become so pretty and you'll get more attention from other boys. I don't want that, so I was secretly hoping that you wouldn't get prettier anymore. I know I'm pathetic.
You cared about me that much, Oga-kun?
It's true that I'm attracted to your beauty, but honestly, I've noticed you from before that. I noticed you ever since that day that you sewed my button back on. I was amazed at how kind you were despite all of those kids harassing you.
I'm so flattered. I like you too, Oga-kun. I told you that I want you to be my friend, but to be honest, I wanted you to be my boyfriend. You were the only one who treated me normally. I've been in love with you for a long time.
Then does it mean that we started to like each other around the same time?
I guess so.
After I found out that our feelings were mutual, I couldn't help but smile with relief. I feel stupid for being troubled.
Me too. I was scared that you might not like me anymore. I was trying as much as I can to take care of my looks so that you wouldn't hate me.
You did that for me?
To me, what you think of me was more important than what the other kids think of me.
It was only me who wanted to get back at others. I assumed she was trying hard to get back at them as well. But she was doing all of this for me. Hearing that, I liked her even more. Kitayama-san, will you go out with me?
I would love to.
Kitayama-san kissed me on my lips. We misunderstood each other a little, but the reality was, we wanted the same thing. A few months later, she quit her part-time job delivering newspapers and started working part-time at our restaurant. She took a shower before work, so she looked pretty every day. And she attracted customers and our sales went up. Later, we got married and took after the business. But I'll save that story for another time.